Let's talk about that Microsoft deal for a second, because you took $1 billion from Microsoft. I think there was some confusion about what that actually meant, the $1 billion. Can you just explain what kind of deal this is? It's not just Azure credits, right?
No, it's cash.
It's
I
pure,
mean, we'll spend a lot on Azure, but it's in cash, yeah.
Right. So what is Microsoft getting for that?
Yeah, so first, again, there's just an investment, so that they now
Sure.
hold some of the instrument. But there's secondly this partnership. So we'll be running all of our things on Azure, and that we're working together to build
Exclusively.
That's right. That's right. And that we're working together to build these massive supercomputers and push forward AI technology. And I think that people in the world who use Azure are going to see that platform continue to just get better and better for AI development.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Microsoft can collaborate with us and we can build an amazing supercomputer to train these models on, that clearly benefits us. We really need that, and Microsoft's a great partner to build it. But that should eventually benefit all Azure customers with what they learn from it.
Why lock yourself into Azure, though?
Well, it's logistically much easier for us to be on one platform.
Okay.
And we need, we're sort of interested in particular supercomputers that work for our workloads.
Mm-hmm.
And we sort of talk to all of the players, and I think this already is off to a really good start.
And just as some historical context, we've actually used every major cloud plus our own physical hardware over the course of OpenAI. So we've kind of taken a look at everything that's out there.
All right. So you said you talked to all the players. Would you have taken the same deal from Google?
I think that's particularly good about Microsoft is the degree to which they're mission aligned with us. It's hard to find a partner that can, really scale with us on the capital side over the coming years, have the capability to build the computing infrastructure we need, and have a super aligned vision for us on the mission. Mm-hmm. And so we're super happy we found that at Microsoft.
Yeah. And I think it's hard to underemphasize how important that mission alignment is for investors. Like, as we said at the beginning, we have a very atypical structure. We have a very atypical mission. The idea that we might actually need to serve the world over serving investors, it's not something that most investors are willing to sign up for. Mm-hmm. But I think to Microsoft's credit, I think this is actually super aligned with their corporate mission.
Because the overall mission of Microsoft is also to build AI for the greater good of humanity?
Well, so the overall mission of Microsoft actually is to empower, I might not get this word for word, but to empower every organization and individual to achieve more. And the actual individuals at the top who run the company, I think, are super aligned with this mission mm-hmm. of trying to make sure that artificial intelligence and general intelligence happens in a way that benefits everyone.
All of this work you've been doing on the multi-agent, the GPT, it's all still within not the AGI realm. How does this work get you there? Yeah,
so the way that we think about progress, right? I think the way that sort of in science you normally think about your progress is about ideas, right? That you really are building up this ladder of, okay, I came up with this theory that explains these phenomena and simplifies everything, and now I can make the next theory, and eventually you get to whatever applications you want. The way that we think about AI, I think we take much more of almost a startup mindset to it, is to think about capability. We think of it as, can we solve this super hard challenge? And in doing so, we think we'll generate these general purpose methods that can be reused elsewhere. And so, for example, we built a system that beat the world champions at the complex video game Dota 2. We actually took that exact same training system, pointed it at robotics to solve this robotic hand problem that no one had been able to solve. And so I think the way that I think about it is, yeah, for sure, everything we generate still has limitations, but somehow they're becoming more powerful. They're able to do things that are years ahead of when we thought would be possible. And as long as we're on that ramp, then I think we're being successful.
Do you think that's enough, just making the current methods better, or do you need a completely new technology at some point?
So I think there's only one way to find out. Okay. Like, our hope, and honestly our hope with Dota, was that we would find our current methods would hit a wall. We'd scale everything up, we'd push it as far as we could, and it just wouldn't do it. And that, I think, is the current unsolved challenge in AI, is trying to find a real task that we just can't solve through pushing all existing methods.
We have to fail at something to know what to do next.